How do you build one of the most dominant companies in the history of the world? You'd probably think it takes some kind of secret formula, right? A groundbreaking invention. But the story of Sam Walton and Walmart, well, it's built on something way more surprising: radical simplicity. So think about it. On one side, you have the path most of us imagine for building a massive company, a complex, guarded secret. But Sam Walton, he took a totally different road. His entire empire was built on doing one simple thing, but with a relentless, obsessive focus that nobody else could match. You see, he wasn't selling some revolutionary new gadget. He was selling the same t-shirts, canned goods, and household items as everybody else. The magic wasn't in what he sold, but how he sold it. So, what was this one powerful idea? Well, it all comes down to a concept we can call the productivity loop. This was the engine at the very heart of the Walmart machine. And it all starts with a strategy that seems obvious today, but was absolutely radical at the time. The strategy is called everyday low pricing, or EDLP for short. The idea is super simple. Instead of luring customers in with flashy sales and temporary discounts, you just offer the lowest possible price, all the time. It's all about building trust, not creating hype. And here's what's so interesting: the contrast. Most retailers back then used high-low pricing. You know the deal. They'd mark everything up, then have a big sale to make you feel like you were getting a deal. Walton's EDLP was a direct attack on that model. It was honest, it was predictable, and it put the customer first. And this slide right here shows you exactly how it all worked. This is the productivity loop in action. Okay, step 1, obsessively lower your own operating costs. Step 2, pass those savings directly to the customer through everyday low prices. And the result? Step 3, more customers start flooding your stores. And that leads to step 4, a massive increase in sales volume, which gives you even more leverage to lower your costs. And the loop starts all over again. It's a powerful, self-reinforcing system. So the key thing to get here is that this wasn't just a marketing gimmick. The entire company, from the supply chain to the shelf stockers, was engineered to feed this loop. Every single efficiency they gained was just another drop of fuel for the engine. But a machine like that doesn't run on its own. It needs a specific philosophy to guide it, a way of thinking that prioritizes the long game over any short-term wins. And that brings us to Walton's owner-investor mindset. Warren Buffett famously said this, and it perfectly describes Sam Walton. He didn't see himself as just a manager running a company day to day. He saw himself as its primary investor, and his job was to allocate capital for the best possible long-term return. This mindset gave birth to his guiding principles. First, be the lowest cost producer, which directly feeds that productivity loop. Second, focus on long-term growth, not just the next quarter's earnings. Third, always serve the customer, because they are the ultimate source of value. And finally, concentrate on what you know best. And he lived by this. He poured every dollar right back into Walmart. He wasn't chasing shiny new ventures or diversifying his efforts. He believed the absolute best use of his money and his time was making his own business stronger day after day. That's the discipline of a true owner. So that was Sam Walton's vision. But does it still hold up today, decades later, in a company of this incredible scale? The answer is a resounding yes. Just look at this. This is from Walmart's most recent proxy statement. Their official purpose today is to save people money so they can live better. It's a direct echo of Walton's original mission. That core DNA is still there, driving the company. And why is that DNA so strong? Well, because the Walton family still owns over 50% of the company. And that's not just a number. It's the key to understanding why the original philosophy endures. Because the family still holds that majority stake, the owner-investor mindset is baked into the boardroom. They can afford to think in decades, not just fiscal quarters. They can ensure the long-term health of the productivity loop is always prioritized over short-term profits. This brings us to the final and most important takeaway from the Walmart story. This is the real secret to how they won. So let's ask the question directly. After all this, what was their true enduring advantage? Was it just low prices? Was it their supply chain? No, it was all of those things working together. The real secret wasn't the idea of everyday low prices. Anyone could have copied that. The secret, the real competitive advantage, was the relentless, fanatical, day in, day out execution of the entire system. And that leaves us with a powerful question. In a world obsessed with finding the next big idea, what can we learn from the forgotten power of simply doing something better and more consistently than anyone else?